Hello, welcome to your next 24 hours ahead, take two. For better or for worse, I read these first thing in the morning. It's just 5 a.m. here in New York City. And I'm having my second cup of coffee, but I'm still a little wonky. And I was just rambling a little too much because this is a powerful reading today. We have 5 major arcana, a single ace, and I'm trying to just parse it in real time here, but I'm also trying to be as authentic as possible on this channel. So here we go. 9 of Cups reversed. Not feeling as though things are going our way. Our wish card, this is the wish, is not feeling as though it's playing out in ways that we had hoped or wished for. Now, I just want to say with this card, sometimes we get tripped up in life being attached to outcomes when things are actually working in our favor. You know, our job again is to do the work and let go of the outcome as best as we possibly can. And I'm really talking this on a micro level, personal level. We can only do our best, basically, is what this card is saying. And try not to attach yourself to the outcome. Because it doesn't look negative, quite frankly. Maybe just not in the form that we expected. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. Hello. This is, a gift from the universe in terms of abundance, however you define that. These are pentacles, earth, material things, money, property, jobs. And, look at this garden in the background. It's just about this earthly abundance, and it's unexpected. It's the spark of the suit of pentacles. This can also indicate improving health. We may see some, which is surprising to me to see this just in every way, given that we are in more than a recession, but the greatest financial crisis, of our lifetimes, many lifetimes. But this is a card of hope, and it's echoed kind of throughout the reading. Yes, we are holding on to our resources. Four of Pentacles reversed. So Four of Pentacles, this is sometimes prudent management of one's assets. Often it means that we're holding things a little too tightly, but right now, with all the uncertainty, it's to be expected. Again, Pentacles, finances, money, property, jobs. We may feel as though we have to hold on to as much as we possibly can because there's very little coming in. But when it goes reversed, it starts to become to our detriment. Where is this individual's hands or feet to reach for anything new? We're holding on to what we have so tightly that we have no limbs literally available to reach for something new in our life. And this card is saying it's out there, right? Drop one of those pentacles because there's something else the universe has in mind for you. It's something you never even imagined. It wasn't necessarily your wish, but it's greater than your wish. And the Four of Pentacles reversed to me is really about, sometimes this is a card of actual physical abuse, which is also not surprising to see, given the violence that's going on all over the world right now. But, let go of the outcome, as strange as that sounds. That's what this top line is asking us to do. Second line here, it just doesn't get better than the star. Unbridled hope, new beginnings, fresh starts, optimism, emotional fulfillment. The blue throat chakra could really be talking about just this liberation of speaking, of having a voice in the world. And this is telling you not to give up. There is incredible hope of what's happening right now. This figure has 1 foot in the water, in touch with their emotions, 1 foot on the ground while still staying grounded, and is actually able to tend to both the emotional and the physical. And then death right in the middle, not even remotely surprising with the eclipse coming up. Death, eclipses are about endings, somewhat surprising endings, not what we expected. Total transformation of the world that we once knew. Death being the ending to all of our stories, it is the greatest transformation that we can go through in our lifetime. We are talking about a transformation in the world equivalent, to greatest to the magnitude of death, totally new reality. And this is, again, if you remember yesterday, the moon card was in the center. So this is just screaming at me. I have no idea what's coming up tomorrow, but we will see because it's big. And then we have the hermit. The story of the hermit is a monk who wakes up in the middle of the night, and he has this urgency to go to the top of the mountain to find the answer to life. He's decided that at the top of that mountain is the answer. He will become enlightened. So he wakes up, he doesn't even put on his shoes. He takes just a lantern and he walks up this windy side of the mountain, all the way up, almost falls many, many times. And he gets to the top looking for that answer, and there's nothing there. And in that moment, he realizes that it wasn't the answer that he was looking for, but it was the journey that he had to take. He had to show himself what he was able to do. So, and I really believe, in the best case scenario, tarot card readings in general, can help us on our journey through life, help us understand, what it is that we were put here to do. 3 major arcana in the middle of the line, all upright. Don't give up hope. Be ready for change, and go inside and examine what is your journey, what is your purpose. Spiritual big jobs here. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. Kind of the minor arcana version of death. We are walking away, cups being emotions. 8 of them here. He's turned his back on something that he loves, something that he's cared for greatly, and he's taking a new path. Look at that moon. Looks like a little bit like a lunar eclipse, looking down on him as he walks away, walking into a life, a brand new life. Emotional endings, leaving something behind that we knew and we loved. Change is hard. It doesn't matter if it's positive, it's still hard. And look at that. We had the moon yesterday, and we have the sun reversed today, followed by the lunar eclipse. Tomorrow we have a solar eclipse on the 21st. And again, this is just really echoing that the eclipse season is meaningful. The sun is often a child spirit in my deck, and it is a child spirit in my deck, in this deck specifically. And, we are grieving the loss of many children, people's children, not just to, social injustice and racial injustice and brutality and murder. But we are still in a pandemic. I've lost too many friends in New York City in the past 6 months. This is speaking to that loss. But from it, we are making sure that those deaths are not in vain. We're finding power. The magician, as is above, so is below, has all of the tools of the tarot, bringing their power, bringing their presence, bringing everything it is that they've done in their lives to bring them to this moment, to say who they are, and to bring their power into the world. How are you bringing your power into the world. Because the old guard will soon be referred to as the old guard. We have the King of Wands reversed. You know, I used to like the King of Wands. But I'm seeing him these days as an individual who uses fiery language, language which incites action. When it's reversed like this, I'm reading it as a negative action. Abusing positions of power and abusing language to incite actions that are not in the common good. And we are saying, we're having none of it today. We're not listening. We're going inside. We are determined to change in the most fundamental of ways. We know what was promised to us, but we're asking for more because of the abuse, because of having to live hand to mouth for so long. We are walking away. We are determined to stay in a state of hope. We've lost too many of our children, and we have our power now. This is a big day, folks. Remember, keep your eye on the prize, and that is change. That is power. Don't become too attached to a specific outcome. These two cup cards are telling us that for sure. And how big are your dreams? And are they big enough? Thanks for stopping by. Know you are loved, and I will talk to you soon.